happy Tuesday to you all. Welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. My name is Becca Oaks. I am an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. Miss Rachel Webb is also an owner and craft educator here, and she is the voice that you'll be hearing. She will be helping me read comments, listen to you all, answer questions, be comedic relief, all of the fun things. So we're excited that you're here with us. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm looking at who all is here, and I'm so excited to be here with you all today. I got in, my flight landed this morning at like, I don't know, a little after midnight. So it's an hour drive from our airport, and we had to go to Anna's first, get my car, or Wayne's car, and all the stuff. So I didn't get in bed till almost 2, because then, of course, I had to kiss the babies and all of that fun stuff. So I'm dragging a little bit, but I'm excited to be here with you all. So what we are doing today, how many here use Dawn Power Wash?
Oh, my hand is as high as it can be.
I love Dawn Power Wash.
If you guys haven't used Dawn Power Wash, it's literally phenomenal.
Honestly, I like all the scents. Rachel's favorite scent is the green apple.
Yes.
Mine is the original. I don't care. They're both amazing. I love them. I use this obviously for washing dishes, washing my hands.
Yeah.
It's a great stain remover for clothing, like my kids' baseball pants, my ketchup shirts,
now you
whatever.
can use it to really clean anything. You can spray it on your countertops, use it as an all-purpose cleaner.
Correct.
But like moral of the story, it's on my counter 24/7.
24/7.
Yeah.
Same. My problem is I'm an aesthetic person. I like things to look pretty. Not that this is, yes it is. I was going to say not that this is terribly hideous, but it is hideous. And so it's sitting out all the time. You know, I have this counter that's nice and clean, and I have this gorgeous sink and the
Big blue ugly bottle.
and then a big blue ugly bottle. And then I'm like, you know what? Well, I could take the labels off, right? But it's still big blue and ugly. So I'm thinking there has to be a way to have this super handy, because I could put it under the sink and then pull it out every time. But here's the problem. I have to lock those because I'm a foster mom. And so all chemicals and things like that have to be locked up. So
Also, you'd be opening it every 5 minutes.
right, I have to get the key to then unlock, to then get the power wash, and it's just not worth it to me. So I figured there had to be a solution. How can I use this in a not ugly way? Well, obviously you could take this off, you could do something to the actual bottle, but I got to thinking, this nozzle is a continuous spray nozzle. And it is the exact same technology, almost the exact same size. In fact, it may be the exact same size as these continuous spray bottles that Anne and I use for hair. So, you know, cosmetologists, hairstylists, whatever, use these to wet hair. And I had one at home that I use for the kids' hair. I love these. If you don't have one of these and you use a spray bottle on your hair, grab this. It is absolutely amazing, especially if you have to wet a lot. Like with Fallon's hair, it's so thick, I have to wet a lot. And you just push it. I don't know if you can see. And it just keeps going. And so if you do it several times, it just helps your wrists and all that stuff. And I like that it's a fine mist. Well, like I said, this technology is the exact same as this. So you can buy the refills of this. Don't buy the whole thing. Just buy the refills. Pour it in your bottle. And then you have a more attractive bottle. And then, of course, I'm thinking, how can we make this more attractive, right? Well, we're crafters. So first of all, you can get these in so many colors. I got like this olive green one for my house. I'm sure Rachel linked it for you all. Beautiful. But sometimes, you know, you can't find that, or you need it quickly or whatever. And I know our Walmart had like a clear bottle with a black lid, which is aesthetically pleasing in most circumstances. But I thought we could like really just tailor this to our liking, right? I'm going to do a print and cut sticker that wraps all the way around, and then to make it extra durable, I'm going to put resin on it, because you know your hands are wet grabbing this, or maybe it falls in the sink. Or,
my power wash falls in the sink.
So you know, even like the printable vinyl that claims to be water resistant and waterproof and all of that, after a while it's going to get so wet that it just starts like sloughing off, because it's a paper based product. No matter what they say about it being waterproof, it's not waterproof. But to make it more waterproof, we are going to do exactly like what we would do with a tumbler, and just cover it with resin, and then it will be waterproof. It will be really nice. So I'm excited about this. I'm going to use, first of all, the other problem that I'm running into, which is why I have pieces of paper towel everywhere. This is way too big. This is the normal styrofoam styrofoam? Yeah, styrofoam that comes with the tumbler turners. You know, you put your tumbler on it, but this hole is way too tiny. So I'm currently trying to come up with a solution, and I think I almost have one. And I'm just taking a paper towel, and it's like, it will go on there perfectly, but then it goes like this. And if we have any newbies here, let me know. Because I'm going to explain this to you. The reason this is a problem is that UV resin, which we're going to be sealing this with, is self-leveling. So if this is angled down, what's going to happen is that UV resin, no matter how thin you do it, is going to, in some capacity, pull up toward the bottom, and it's not going to be even like you want. You want this to be nice and level like this. And so in order to do that, we're going to have a tighter fit around the opening of the bottle. So that's what I'm doing here. Right here. We'll see what happens.
I'm going to go overhead.
Okay, great. You know what? I was originally trying to wrap this all the way around like this, and then actually that's going to work. That will work perfectly. I was going to say, I don't have to, I guess, put it all the way around. I could have just put it in like a small part, like a thicker thing, and just gone like this. But however you get it on there, is that centered good? Do you see it?
Yeah.
See, I've just put it on like that. I'm going to push it all the way over like this.
This bottle is screaming for DIY.
Right?
It's great.
So what I'm currently trying to figure out is if I'm going to go tacky, or if I'm going to go more sophisticated. Now, you know, I'm not just going to do black and white, which you could absolutely do. Or you could do like vinyl, like a gold pattern would be really cute. The file that I'm about to show you will look really cute cut out of vinyl. It would have quite a bit of weeding, but then you could do a wrap with it. You could make a continuous pattern out of it, and then seal it. Now, if it's vinyl, it doesn't need to be as sealed as printable vinyl. Does that make sense? But let's go. If you want to switch over just when you get a second, I know you are taking care of my baby because you're the best.
You'll find. And for those of you who have never used Dawn Power Wash, spend $4 and change your life, okay?
Oh my gosh, it is my favorite.
Oh, you'll just find things to use it on. I mean, it literally, you can spray that crap on anything. It's wonderful.
It's true. So I've gone over on the website. If you are not an Oak and Lamb member, become an Oak and Lamb member, because we have so many files that you can do all sorts of amazing, cute crafts with. First of all, it is almost Easter, and I don't think I've done anything with these yet. So we've got to figure that out. That's going to be really cute. Customizing some tags for Easter baskets. But I just came to the website and I typed in decorative, and because I know what's going to come up if I do that. And I want to use, I'm going to ask you all and you can weigh in and let me know. I either want to use this medallion and just do like a repeating pattern with it, make it all one color. So that will be on it kind of small-ish all over the entire thing, maybe like a yellowy mustardy gold color. And the background would be like an olive green or vice versa. So that's one thing I'm looking at. You could also just do black and white, which would be cute, but another story. Now, the other option, let me go ahead and download this. If you are a member, it's so easy to download. If you're not a member, watch how easy it is to download. Once you become a member, whether that's a monthly member or an annual member, you get access to all the cut files with free commercial use license, which means that once you're logged in, you're going to come to whichever file you want and just press download now. Now, you can use these files whether you use a desktop computer, a laptop computer, a tablet, a phone, whatever version of Cricut Design Space you use, you can upload and use these files with. So I've gone ahead and downloaded. It's going to be right here. Now I'm going to come over here and type in pattern because I want to grab a repeating pattern. Like you could grab these flowers too and do printable. Oh, that kind of makes me want to do that. You could do like a cute little offset on them, very small offset so that it cuts really easy. Print these out, put them on there, seal them, or do like a whole one sticker printed on there. Rachel, you are the best. That is so sweet. Yeah, and put it on here. So many different things that you could do just depending on what vibe you were going for. And I kind of want to do these flowers. So I'm going to offer that up as an option as well. We have that other, we can do the flowers, or The other option was a rainbow pattern. That's a repeating rainbow pattern that I think is really cute. Probably either one of these. Both of these are in the file. So I'm going to sit here, read some comments while I'm waiting for you to weigh in. So either repeating rainbow pattern, the decorative medallion, or like an assortment of flowers. Let me know in the comments. I'm not going to wait too long.
Becca, did you have a good trip?
I did have a good trip. I had a really great trip. I feel badly because I had such a great trip. You know, it was a girls' trip. It was me and Anna and Julie, no kids, no husbands. And while I was gone, my entire family, minus Pearson, got the flu. We all had flu shots too because DCS made us get them in order to have the baby.
That's probably why they're taking it decent though. 48 hours and they seem to be doing okay.
Well, but everybody that Beckett and Fallon's almost the entire school has gotten this, like is out, and all of it's like 48 hours. Beckett and Fallon's calves are killing them though. It's very
so
weird. I know. Okay, rainbow, the first one, flowers, medallion, flowers, the medallion, repeating rainbow, flowers, my hubby, flowers, assortment of flowers, rainbows are flowers. It seems like flowers is the winner.
Which was my vote, but I was going to stay silent.
Let me see, did I put the flowers? Okay, good. I think I put them all as one file. That will be lovely. Let me make sure this is the right one. Is this the right one? I believe it is.
Flowers.
Now, this file is not available. It's not available all together on the website. On the website, you'll have to download them individually. What I have done in my design space is just saved them all as one file and then uploaded them. So it won't look like that for you. It will look, again, like just individual. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to pull it up again. So individual flowers, just like this. So download the ones that you want, your greenery sprigs, whatever. I'm going to show you. There's a couple more here. I mean, there are so many things that you could do with this. Look at all these little cute cut files. Become a member if you're not a member. Rachel's going to share a code with you all. You can join annually or monthly, whichever one. We have codes for both. I did not even tell her we were going to share a code for both. If anybody's interested in the annual, let me know and I'll grab you a code. If not, the monthly is the code FUN, F-U-N, and you get $10 off your first month. Grab these files, make this cute power wash. Oh, also, for those of you who do craft fairs, this might be a good craft to do at craft fairs because I haven't seen these anywhere. There's no, I like searched on Pinterest, on Etsy, on different shops. I'm not seeing Dawn Power Wash, cute Dawn Power Wash bottles.
And I mean, the consensus is that everyone uses Dawn Power Wash because it's phenomenal.
So this might be good, something for you, whether it is rhinestoning them and making them cute, whether it is putting vinyl on them and sealing them, whether it is print and cut like we're doing now, however you want to customize it, this might be good for you to do.
I love that idea.
Because nobody's doing it.
You're filling a void in the craft space right now.
And
I
then
love that.
I don't know. I did a little bit of research yesterday, but I had my ADD brain and got derailed. I also think it would be cool if you could find a glass bottle that this would fit on, because personally I like glass bottles in the kitchen. Just a preference. But with the addition of the UV resin on top, it will have a more polished, finished feel. So it may not need to be glass on top of that. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Anyway, jump on this. I think it's a great thing. It was my idea.
Oh my God.
So the first thing that we need to do is measure our bottle. And to do that, we want to look at this. The one thing that I like about this bottle is that it's not contoured, which means I can do a full wrap on it and it's not going to like pucker on one side.
You don't have to do any crazy math either, which is phenomenal.
So when you're measuring something like this, you need a measuring tape, not a measure or a
tape measure.
Tape measure. Mm-hmm. Correct. You need it to go around, right? So I want to measure. I'm going to give it a little bit of extra because it does start to kind of curve right here and right here. So I definitely don't want to get into that. I want it to be like from here to about here.
And honestly, I think that looks better anyway.
I think so too. It's going to be, we'll make it 5 3/8 by, I want a little bit of extra here too. We're going to make it 5 3/8 by 6 7/8. So over in Design Space, we are going to start out with, hold on, add to canvas. A basic shape. So let's go to the basic shapes. I'm going to grab a square. And I'm going to unlock this size lock ratio, and I'm going to change the height of this to 5 3/8, which is what, 5.375. But did I say 6 7/8? 6.875. Let me make sure that I did that right. I'm going to just remeasure it just to make sure. Always measure twice. 5 3/8. Oh, it's, yes, 6 7/8. Okay. So decide what color you want this. I'm thinking white is probably going to be best. Rach, would you also do white?
For the base color?
Yes. Or cream or green or pink or like what
I
would you do?
almost want to do a contrasting color from the bottle, but I'm not 100% on that.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's arrange all the flowers on there.
And then decide.
See what we like and then decide what color looks good.
Love it.
So what we want to do, we added this after we added this. We want to select these, right click, because they're all grouped together right now, and bring them to the front so that we can do this. Now, the other thing that you can do is kind of size them all together if you want to. I kind of want them to be bigger. I think I haven't designed these because we just chose on this slide that we were going to do it. So there might be a little bit of going back and forth. No, that doesn't look cool. Yes, that does look cool. That type of thing. We'll see what happens. But I love these. If you have not seen our projects with these, we have a couple of different projects with these that are really, really cute. Family bouquet, birth flowers. It's so stinking cute. Okay. Let me go ahead and ungroup this. You don't have to use all the flowers either. Use the ones that you like. Use your family bouquet. I'm going to group these together. Just like, oh gosh, this is going to be. Let me move this out of the way. Let me group all these together so that the layers don't move around on me. Group. Hey, Rachel, guess how many butter beers I had in the 2 days that I was at Universal?
3.
3. Did I tell you that?
No.
It was 3.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, 3 frozen butter beers. Oh my gosh.
Anna said she wanted to try the hot one.
Yeah, but the only place that we could find it were the sit-down restaurants, and we had already eaten there where we were leaving the park.
Now, it just tastes like butter, like it's a butterscotch flavor, right?
But it's heaven. They make this like foam stuff on the top of the frozen ones.
Sure.
Oh, God.
I've got to ask, how much was it?
Well, we had Julie's pass, so we got 20% off, so I think it was like 7 something.
Oh, that's not bad.
I mean,
I thought it would be
worth
double that.
I thought it was worth it. If you could get a souvenir mug and it was like $15, you know the drill.
I
didn't get a souvenir
I
mug.
would have done it. But you didn't have any space to bring anything home either, though.
Well, Anna didn't have a personal item. She only did a carry-on, so she could have.
Okay.
She could have brought one. I packed everything. Have you guys seen Tobic bags?
Pull them up.
Yeah, I'll show you really quickly.
No, we don't have a...
No affiliate link.
No affiliate
These bags
link.
are amazing. We use this for the baby bag, and then Anna got this one for her checked bag. It's a 60 liter, but I used everything in the 30 liter because it will fit under the seat, so I didn't have to check anything. I didn't have to pay for anything. No, Anna didn't check it. I'm sorry. She used it as her carry-on. So these are phenomenal. They have all the same like pockets and stuff inside.
Yeah.
Look them up.
But like, do you see like the different colors are like different compartments?
Yeah.
So you don't unzip the top and then everything falls to the bottom. It's all in its own. Like, it's super cool
It's the
how it
coolest
was
bag ever.
designed. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry for the... So I'm just going to throw these on here and kind of see how it goes. Layer them. I do want some overlappage just because that's what the look that I'm going for. I may move... Yeah, a tall, skinny one there. And then I might want to flip some of these. You know, just play around with it. I may not get to, well, I may not get to use all these because like I said, I kind of want them a little bit taller. They're so pretty. The peony is one of my favorites. Rach, what is your favorite flower? I think we've had this conversation.
I don't know if we have because I'm not sure. Not to copy you, I've always loved the look of a hydrangea.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the look of a poppy. I think poppies are really pretty.
I agree.
But if someone's like, "What flowers can I buy you?" The $10 arrangement, carnation, that's my jam right there.
I get you.
You know, no need for expensive. You know, just and those ones like from the grocery store, you can literally keep them alive forever.
Forever.
I'm gonna go change this baby's diaper.
Well, is he stinky?
I'm smelling some.
Okay.
Some stuff.
Thank you.
You're on your screen.
Thank you, Rachel. I'll be here for a little bit because I'm going to have to grab this whole group. I thought I grouped this together. I must have ungrouped it, which means I'm going to have to go in here and grab them all. These are also available as PNG images, which if you're not wanting to change the color or anything on them, maybe download the PNGs because it's going to be a little bit easier. Dadgummit. Let me grab them over here. So, fun little trick if you didn't know. If you like are trying to select everything here, and of course it's going to try to select like the rectangle and all the other layers, you can come over here to your layers panel, which is why I'm so grateful there is a layers panel, and also select from it. So let me do that. Grab that. I think that's it. Yes. Okay. So group that together, Command G to group together. I'm going to make some of these a little bit smaller to fill in here and there. That's looking good. Looking good. And honestly, I think if you cut some of them off here and there, it's not going to look bad either. This one's cute. I really want to use them all because I think they're beautiful, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to. We're going to try our best here. Okay, that's cute. And then I want to throw these in here because I love greenery. So let's grab these and group them together. Again, Command G on your keyboard or come up here and press your group button like this. And then let's go ahead and send these all the way to the back. Now this is fun. You want to send them all the way to the back. Send to back. But when you do that, this is going to be behind. So you're going to send this all the way to the back like this. So then these are still behind like this. Okay. Now, let's make these a little bit shorter here. I'm just going to kind of place them here and there. I think I'm going to get rid of this one and just use this taller one. So I'll duplicate it. Command D to duplicate. Just add them here and there. You can also Command C, Command V to copy paste, or Control if you are on a PC. And I'm going to flip a couple of these so that they're not all in the same direction. Ooh, not like that. Flip a couple here and there. Kind of angle them a little bit too. I don't want them all necessarily angled in the same way. And I might do one more. Let's see here. Okay, and then again, I'm going to have to push these to the back so that they're not overlapping in the front. Send to back, and then again, we're going to do that. Send to back. I think I like that. I think I do. Let me move this a little bit. Maybe move this down a little bit. I like that. Okay. I'm actually not sure if what I'm about to do is going to work. So give me a moment. Nope. See, and I want to be able to cut off all of this extra, and I'm trying to think. I'm drawing a blank. If you are watching and can think of a good way for me to do this, I'm so used to doing all of this in Illustrator. Is there a way to do all of it at once? I'm not sure. Hold on. I don't want that one. Wait, what happened there? If this freezes up on me and I have to redo all of this, I'm going to be really mad. But that's okay. Come on. Oh no. What is going on here? Oh, I didn't merge it though. I don't remember pushing that. I'm trying to press the undo button and it's not doing that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whew. Wowzers. I haven't updated my design space. Quacked. Now I've hit undo so many times it's not going to do what I want it to do. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to look at your comments and see if any of you are answering me. Did I get to ride the train? Yes, Miss Linda, I did. I got to ride the Hogwarts Express. It was very good. Rach, I'm drawing a blank here in Design Space. You know how my flowers were overlapping the edges? I want to cut those off but do it all at one time. There's not a way to do that, is there, in Design Space?
Not for different colors.
Crap.
Only if they're one color.
So I guess the best thing is to just pull these up so that they're not overlapping. That makes me sad. This is why I like Illustrator better.
If you want to learn Illustrator, you too can be a cut file creator.
Right? Was he stinky?
He was stinky.
Thank you for changing.
Not anymore. I changed lots and lots of poopy diapers. They don't faze me.
You're unfazable.
I'm unfazable. The kid is stiff, though, I tell you.
Yeah, he is. That's one thing they're supposed to be working on with him and developmental therapy.
He's still so little.
Pull that one up a little bit. He is little. I'm just a baby.
Were we talking about opening windows for fresh air?
I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Did someone say something?
They're talking about that, yeah.
Is it
Kat said, I have the windows open and the heat off, and the fresh air in this house is beyond fantastic. If you don't live in a cold climate, you have no idea what this does for the soul. I, too, love to open windows when possible. In the trailers I've lived in, that can't happen. For some, trailer windows are the biggest pain in the butt to open.
Are they?
They are. Oh, but every other house, I do love to open up the windows.
Okay, I've changed this up a little bit so that it should all work. Now, let me go back and make sure that I like the layering here and there. And I do. So what I want to do now to make this into a print and cut is I want to select the entire thing, like so, and press flatten. And now it is ready for print and cut. And this is well within the restrictions of any normal 8.5 by 11 print and cut. So we are going to be using our favorite printable vinyl, which is HTV Ront. We also like Zakoto printable vinyl. They're both very good. We've just found that HTV Ront is a little bit less expensive because you can buy it really in bulk. This is the glossy. It's our favorite. It's always our preference, which is funny because generally I like matte stuff. I'm just using my laser printer, or my inkjet printer. I'm sorry. It's a Canon Pixma TS8220. And let me turn it on really quickly and we'll get this printed. I may have to connect here. Get it printed out.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like the whole time we were cricketing, we wanted matte vinyl, matte vinyl, matte vinyl. But once we started doing like printable vinyl and we saw the quality of the glossy, that's all we used.
Yes.
Matte, it's like it just looks dull. Like even though they printed right and the colors look right, it just looks dull.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to use my Cricut Joy Extra because this thing is so good with print and cut. Not that it really matters. It's a square, or a rectangle. So I need to make sure that I have my Joy Extra selected. And I need to find the plug for it. That baby's talking to you, Rachel.
He's talking.
Okay, so we're going to click Make It. Yeah, let's save that project. It didn't used to do this. Power wash sticker. Print this out here. You don't have to mirror. Send to printer. Use your system dialog box. You don't need the add bleed option because your background is white, so it doesn't matter. And I do need to make sure that I have the right printer selected. That baby is talking good.
I know. He's got a lot to say.
Best quality from the rear tray because our printer feeds best from that rear tray. Paper may have been. Make sure that you have your printer set to glossy paper if you are using glossy paper. I cannot stress this enough. Letter, plain paper.
We also didn't used to do that until Becca figured out some settings that, work the best.
It really does.
It's
really
about the
makes
little
a difference.
things with
We did
print
a
and
video. It's one of our first videos here at Oak and Lamb showing the difference in the different printer settings.
We probably need to update that video.
Yeah. Yeah. Just by changing your printer settings from plain to matte to glossy or whatever, it really does make a difference. Even with like printable heat transfer vinyl, it does. Because depending on which setting you choose, it either puts more ink or less ink depending on how porous. Like if you have a matte or plain copy paper, that's more porous, right? So it's going to soak up more ink than a glossy piece of something that the ink would kind of want to set more on top of, if that makes sense. Somewhere I have a Cricut Joy Extra Matte.
Those things are little. They can get lost.
Well, here it is.
What was stuck on it?
Something, I'm not really sure. So we're going to place this on our mats in just the top here.
Oh, those colors came out beautiful.
They did, didn't they?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I do like it.
Who wouldn't want this on their counter?
Much better than that power wash.
Ugh.
Okay. And then I'm going to choose, I think printable vinyl is still an option. They change them so many times. It's hard to. Printable vinyl. Oh, it's actually printable vinyl with the green liner is the one that I've been using. This is not for a die cut. This is for kiss cut. And I do want to keep it kiss cut because I want the back of this. There's a very specific reason for that. It helps apply this in a straight way. So keep that backing on there. If you want it to go all the way through, actually no. Let's make it die cut because I can still make the backing stay on it. If you want it die cut, then do like or heavy cardstock or craft board or something like that. That's going to make it cut all the way through. So we'll do more pressure. Load it in there.
Guys, I'm doing a very adult thing today and going to the dermatologist.
Are you, Rachel?
Yes.
For your
Yes,
hands?
For my hands.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Who are you going to?
Somebody here in town. I was gonna go to Jackie. She's who my parents go to.
Yeah.
But
Firely?
yeah.
Are you going to Vita Mays?
I don't
At
know.
Dr. Folks?
It's at Dr. Folks, but I don't know who I'm seeing.
There's a male there. Of course, there's Dr. Folk and then Vita Mays, who is amazing. That's who I see.
It'll be one of them. I said just get me with whoever can get me in the clothes.
She normally gets in quicker.
So, but yeah, I've got some.
Well, good.
I've
I'm
got,
excited
like,
for you.
eczema on my hands. And then, guys, I literally have warts on my nose like a witch.
Which I don't see. I mean, I believe you, but I don't see them.
They're there. And I was going to get them frozen off today, but guess what? I have a dinner to go to tonight. And I'm not going to freeze my warts off of my face today. So I'll probably go back and do that some other time. Oh, yeah, my hands are fine. They're just, especially in the winter, you guys know, I just have some eczema, dermatitis. Nothing major. I just feel like it's a very adult thing, calling up a dermatologist.
For sure.
For sure.
Are they going to do like a full body mold check and all that stuff today?
I doubt it.
Well, you have to ask for it. I went.
Oh.
When did I go?
I probably should.
Because my arms have lots of moles.
I probably should because I did used to be religious about the tanning bed.
I would feel more comfortable if you did. I think everyone should.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Mom and dad go together. They make their appointment together. They just go and get their yearly mole checks.
True love always.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Did they go out to eat or anything afterwards?
I sure hope so. Otherwise,
Right?
Just
okay, this is cut out. Also, because this was so easy, I probably could have cut it. No, I could have cut it out with a paper trimmer. Excuse me, I'm very sorry. Okay. We'll put her to the side. Let me move this over. I'm actually finished with my computer, so I don't need her for it. I'm going to clean up a little bit. And pull up your all's comments so that I can see you. So,
Crystal, those colors are vibrant. They look beautiful.
I know. I love this printer. By the way, we were getting the wrong... Did I tell you we were getting the wrong ink for our printer?
No.
I mean, it was the right ink. It was the right ink, but it didn't come with all the cartridges. Remember how I opened those couple of boxes of ink and it didn't come with the purple cartridge? It just came with all the other ones. And I was like, they've chipped us. Well, it turns out we were ordering the wrong thing.
Oh, my Lord.
Which... It's much better with the right cartridges.
Agreed.
Okay, I have this removed here. And before I remove any of the backing at all, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure it actually fits my bottle, right? We've measured, but things happen. So let's kind of put it around like this. Oh, Rachel, we didn't change the background color.
That's okay.
It's too late now,
It's
right?
okay. She's very pretty.
Oh, she is pretty. She's
really
really pretty.
gorgeous.
Okay, so it fits all the way around. So what I want to do first is grab a little bit of this backing and go ahead and remove part of it. So I did about 1.5 inches there, right?
I love this hack. I love it.
Then what I'm going to do is line up all of this, get it all good and straight. This is particularly important if you're using like a repeating pattern or have a background color or something like that that is more obviously different than this. But in this circumstance, it's not as big of a deal. Let me move it down just a tiny bit. Okay, I like that. And then I'm going to smooth down right here where I've removed that backing. So it's good on there. It's not going to go anywhere. I'll work with that again in a second. And then, no, I want to do it now so that's not going everywhere. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of rotate this, remove the rest of this backing, and it should fall right in place beautifully. And I'm not like, it's not getting stuck to everything. It's not going on crooked. Rotate it. Just like this. There we go. And I did overlap a little bit. I did make it 6 7/8 inch instead of 6 and 6/8, and I did that on purpose because I would rather have overlap. You may not, and that's fine. Make it a little bit smaller.
Oh, Becca, I love it.
Isn't that cute? I don't like this, so give me just a second to get this worked out again. Okay, there we go. Again, if you are just coming on, you want this to be completely level so that the self-leveling resin does not pool at the bottom. We are using, like we always do, J. Dixon's UV resin. This is just hard type resin. Make sure that you have a glove. And I think I'm going to use both of these today. So I need another, do we have another cord, Rach?
For the...
Oh, wait. I think there's one right here. Somewhere I have a connector. Because I think it should come with 2 cords for this Let's Resin light. Because I'm going to use both sides. Like, it's not going to be together, but I'm going to use both sides.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right. Okay. We'll worry about that in a minute. Let's go ahead and put the resin on. So what we want to do, honestly with this, I can probably do it with 1 coat. I probably don't need 2 coats.
I would agree with you.
Because it's smooth. You don't need to shake your resin at all. In fact, if you do, it will put bubbles in it. You don't want bubbles. You can go ahead and turn your tumbler turner on. Do not try to make this without a tumbler turner. We have people ask all the time, can I use UV resin on tumblers without a tumbler turner? And the answer is yes, you can, but it's not going to be even. It's not going to look as good. The point of a tumbler turner is to help level the resin. Now, my recommendation, if this is your first time doing something like this, is to start out with a smaller amount of resin and apply it. Rachel and I have gotten to where we like a little bit more resin, but we're more comfortable with it. And so when I started first applying resin, I found it easier to just do a small amount at a time and then smooth it. Because this is UV resin, you do have to have a light to cure it. Now, that light could be a UV light like we're going to be using today, or it could be the sunlight outside. Do not add a light to it. Do not do this outside in the sun or near a window, because if that sunlight gets on it, it's going to start curing before you have applied enough resin, before it is smoothed out. And if it starts doing that, it's almost instantaneous. You're not going to get it smoothed out if it starts to cure before you get it completely smooth. So be cautious of that. If you have a craft room with a window, maybe don't do it there. I like to put a large amount on, cover the entire thing, and then just smooth it out with my finger. If you get resin somewhere on the bottle, tumbler, whatever you happen to be putting resin on, and you don't want it there, you can clean it off. If you grab like alcohol, acetone, whatever, you can just wipe it right off, which is really nice. Almost finished applying. Make sure that you are overlapping. Remember how I left a little bit of space above and below the sticker? Make sure that you're overlapping, and I'm going to show you in just a second how I do that. Right after I get all of this on and smooth and make sure I have enough everywhere. I don't have enough right here. I find it easier to see if there's resin in places on something that doesn't have a white background too. Oh, stop. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just take my finger and kind of do this where the sticker meets the bottle on the sides and the top, which just is going to make sure that there's a good amount of resin all the way. And then I'm going to do the same thing right here too. And then if for some reason you do this, there's a bubble, there's a lump, there's something like that, you can always sand it down and do another coat. So don't feel like if you're not super happy with your like first layer that you're stuck. You're definitely not stuck. Grab a lighter though, because I see bubbles in mine. Even though I didn't shake that UV resin, it was toward the bottom of the bottle, and so you know it spits out air there. I like a torch light. Rachel does too, or a torch lighter. Or you can, if you have a spray bottle with alcohol in it, you can do that too. You want to pop those bubbles. So satisfying to watch them pop. Don't get too close with the lighter because you can burn the resin if you do that. And it kind of just looks cured in a weird way. Sometimes it gets a gray tint to it if you do that. Okay, this is looking good. It's leveling out really well. So now I am ready to add some light to it. I'm going to put one under like this, and I'm going to hold one on top of it and kind of create a 360 type of light. And I got UV resin all over my light, which is fine, because I'm just going to wipe it off with alcohol. So we'll hit it right here.
Megan said, I'm going to get all new bottles for all my products and make them all match. I don't know why I never thought of doing something like this before.
Right. This one does not want to work by itself. They're supposed to work by themselves, right?
Yeah.
It could be because I have it plugged into my computer and not like a brick or something. So I'm sad. You know what? It might actually fit in here. Let's see. This thing is so finicky. There we go. Are you nervous? Did I hit it?
I don't know.
Okay.
You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, Rachel.
Crystal said, how was your vacation, Becca?
It was good. I missed my kids like crazy. Fallon FaceTimed me. So, well, first of all, you know, they were sick the whole time. They had the flu. They had fevers. They were vomiting. They had the cough. They had the whole thing. So they were bored out of their mind. So they FaceTimed me the entire time.
Really, Becca?
Which was fine because I was in lines a lot. So if I was doing something where I couldn't, then I wouldn't answer it. But if I was in line, I just answered it. My phone died every single day. You can't do this with a larger tumbler, but you can definitely do it with these smaller bottles.
Perfect.
Also, if that scares you, you could definitely just do like one side of it. Hold it there or not.
You're like playing Operation there. You're trying to not touch the bottle.
Right? I want to touch it and see if it's starting to cure.
It's been like a minute.
2. It's been 2. But yes. Okay, so I'm going to put this here and look at you all. Are the torch lighters available on Amazon? Yes, they are. Will this work if you have an older tumbler that isn't looking good anymore and you want to refresh it? Absolutely, Miss Linda. I like the puking Fallon character. Yeah. She texts. It's so funny. Mom, I threw up, and then she threw me her puking emoji. Then I get stuff from Beckett. Like, this is the difference in my children. Let me see if I can pull up Beckett's.
Guys, on Valentine's Day, Fallon texted me Happy Veterans Day.
Yeah.
And it cracked me up.
Okay. These are Beckett's texts. Bex, is a man of few words. I'm honestly just surprised he texted me, for being really honest. He said,
You want me to go over there?
yeah, go ahead. Good night, sweet dreams, Mom. Sweet dreams, Mommy. Do you text me? Which means, are you going to text me? Mommy, good night, Mom. So then I say this, and he said, I slept good. And then, I said, I'm glad you slept good. I'm so excited to see you tonight. And then I got you surprised. And he sent me the, you're the worst. Because he didn't read the award and just thought, I'm going to send Mom this trophy. You're the worst. Thanks, buddy. He's so cute.
Thought that counted.
Yeah.
Thought that counted. Where did our table come from?
It's Husky, right?
Yep.
It came from Home Depot. It's adjustable. We love it. I knew, because we've had a table like this. Our desks are very similar to what we used for our live table before, and our other live tables are deeper, which is nice. However, they weren't on wheels, and because we move in like our Venture and at the time our Glowforge and stuff like that, it was just easier to have stuff on wheels. Is it a make or break? No. But we really like it, and it has these drawers right here, which are really nice, and it goes well with all of our other stuff. So this doesn't feel tacky to me.
Well, it was a really light layer too. It might be done.
Yeah,
And
I'm
there's
gonna hit
nothing in
it.
it,
I'm
it's
gonna
just
hit it
clear
at the top
resin.
with another light just to make sure. This uses the same cord, doesn't it? Again, I don't know if this is actually going to work. Oh, it does. We'll hit it here.
And Kat, I'll have to send you an updated video of Charlie, because not only has he mastered his colors, but he's counting 1 through 10 like a champ. 1 through 3 and 8 through 10 are easy. The ones in between, most of the time he gets them, sometimes he doesn't. It just happens. He says ready, set, go all day long. He does opposite, so he'll say big, little, or up, down, all day. Set in ready, set, go is his favorite, but it doesn't sound like he's saying
Ready, set?
yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a curse word. And he likes that one the best, so we'll say it the most. And I'm like, buddy, I will probably end up teaching you that word, unfortunately, not meaning to. But for right now, I haven't taught you that word yet.
Well, my kids loved Uptown Funk You Up. And would sing it to the top of
and
their
it
lungs
didn't
in
sound anything
stores.
like
No.
F-U-N-K.
It was
funk.
F-U-C-K, 100%.
Which I think is very funny, because he didn't know. They didn't know.
No clue. This is done. Lovely. It doesn't need another coat. Put my little thingy on there. Spray it. I mean, that is so much cuter.
Let's see her on the overhead too. I can't wait to see.
I mean,
oh my god.
so much cuter than this.
Becca, that's gorgeous.
Thank
My
you.
gosh, that's beautiful.
I
Who-
love her.
That's great.
Much better. Much, much better.
I love it.
What do you think? Will you be changing out your Donna Power Wash? Will you be making these offering them for selling. How will you do this if you do it?
And what percentage are you going to give Becca for the idea?
Well, here's the thing. Like, for custom things like this, housewares, how much was this on Amazon? Because I think you can, if you bought them in bulk, I think they could be cheaper. I think the green one that I bought was like $12.99.
It was $8.
$8. But I feel like you can buy these cheaper.
There's really cute colors too.
Yeah. And I think there's like some wood grain ones that would be cute. In fact, I thought about taking Cricut veneer and trying to like glue it on there.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, I thought that would be cool.
Literally anything is cuter than the bottle it comes in.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't give up the product. And there's a lot, Anna was asking about it too. There's a lot of recipes for DIY power wash. And those are great. We'll probably try them. But the problem is, it's $3.90 something for the refill. You can't beat less than $4 to buy a refill.
I've never
I don't want to buy $40 worth of ingredients
to hope that it works.
I would just rather buy the Dawn Power Wash itself.
I agree.
It's such a good product.
I agree, Rachel.
But yeah, it's like water, a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and a little bit of actual Dawn dishwashing. I think that's the recipe. There's a couple of them out there. But this is a phenomenal way to get that eyesore out of your kitchen. You know? Love it.
So too.
Just in time for spring cleaning. People are probably cleaning out their pantries and making their homes more organized. Love it.
Cute.
Love it.
Cleaning it up here.
When this baby was falling asleep, he would open his eyes when I would stop patting his butt.
Oh, I know.
He would open them
Because
up.
I created
He'd
that
open
monster.
his eyes up like I was somehow.
We are done with our project for today, but we are going to sit around and talk for a little bit because I feel like I haven't gotten to talk to you all in forever. Not super long, but we'll chat for a few minutes, right? So thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. If you're not a subscriber to the YouTube channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. It is a free way to help support us here at Oak and Lane. We're almost at 40,000 subscribers, which is just insane. Somebody asked me the other day if that was like a typical rate of growth or what I expected. And I was like, to be honest, which we've shared this before, generally a brand new start from scratch YouTube channel, if they're ever going to hit 10,000 members, and the percentage of those who never hit it is vast, but if they're ever going to hit 10,000 members, it's by their 2-year mark. Mm-hmm. We hit our 2-year mark in October, and we're almost at 40,000. So I feel like, I mean, just the support that you all have given us is just phenomenal. How you share, how you like, how you talk about us to your friends. Like, we could not have done this without you. And so we're just so blessed. We're super, super blessed.
So grateful for all of you.
If you would like to help support us in a more practical way for us, help us keep the lights on, help us feed our babies, do all the things, then you can become a member here at Oak and Lamb. And you can do that in 2 ways, by joining annually or monthly. We do have some great discounts for you all. If you are interested, let us know. But you do get access to the library of cut files with free commercial use license, as well as courses and our member-only videos, member-only projects, and our private Facebook group. Also, fun news, I haven't even announced it. Our website is getting a little overhaul.
Facelift.
It's not going to, at first, it's not going to look a whole lot different, but it's going to work better for you all. So the company that if you all have been here from the beginning, you know that the website ordeal was an absolute nightmare. So the company who did it made our memberships and our courses purchased differently. So if you have both, then sometimes it's not seamless. Like how they work together on the website is not seamless. It's a little bit slow sometimes because of how they've done the library for the cut files and different things. And so Phaedra is going to be redoing the website for us just to make it better for you all. So we're super excited about that. I'm not sure when it will be complete, but definitely before, I would say she's pretty quick. I would say by summer, honestly. So that's super exciting. But yeah, support us in that way. We would love to have you as a flock member. I had a topic of conversation that I was going to talk about, not related to crafting at all, and now
Was
it
it
is
your
completely
vacation?
left me.
Was it this baby? Was it food related?
More than likely.
more than likely.
Totally left me. It
Was
was
it
going to
about
be fun.
camping? Was it about your shoes? Was it about coffee? Was it about your
No, I'm
beautiful
sad.
brown children?
No. Oh, I do know now. It was kind of about my children. So for those of you who don't know, again, thank you for being here. Now we're just going to have some chat time. For those of you who do not know, my children are adopted. I love adoption. But because I'm not personally adopted and I've only adopted, I am always trying to see things from an adopted person's perspective, right? I want to know how I can make life as an adopted child easier on my children, how I can make them always feel included and chosen and wanted. And so I do a lot of reading. And the problem with that is that in reading, I always find negatives, right? So if you're looking on social media for people who have been adopted and kind of see their stories and stuff like that, you're going to see more negative stories than positive. And that's just the way it is. I mean, the same with reviews. A lot of times you see reviews that are more negative than positive just
It's because the negative makes more impact on people to want to review. It's totally normal.
Correct. So I'm currently living in this. I know that I've adopted for the right reasons. I know that I love my children like I could never love anyone or anything more than I love my children. And I feel like we're raising them in a way that will not be detrimental. However, you just don't know. Same with your biological children. You don't know. But I want to be sensitive to the fact that they are adopted without making them feel weird about it, right? Like we've never hidden the fact that they're adopted. We're open about their stories. We try to make adoption not a taboo thing where, we celebrate their adoption anniversaries and send books to school and cakes and things like that so that friends can learn about adoption so that it's not a taboo subject. Because I think that a lot in the past, why children, not the only reason, obviously, but one of the reasons they don't feel accepted is because they feel different and weird, right? I don't want that for my kids. In our family, my parents have 10 grandchildren. 4 of them are biological. The rest of them are adopted. So our nieces and nephews, one of them cried because he wasn't adopted, and he was sad because he wasn't adopted.
Oh, God.
It's just, and then one of them was like, she's not adopted. Well, she's brown, my daughter. She is clearly, it's just so funny. I was getting my nails done today and sits down next to me, this little lady, and she is the sweetest lady. Oh my goodness. She's talking to me about her family and about how they all live on this farm together, her parents, her children, grandchildren. She has 6 grandchildren. And then she's asking me about my kid because Pearson was right next to me. And she asked if it was my only one. And then she said, does he look like you? And I was like, well, actually he's adopted, so he doesn't. And so we started talking about, she's like, actually I'm adopted. And
really?
yeah, so she told me a little bit about her story, and it was so wonderful. She had a very interesting story, and a little bit of it is that her mother was Catholic and Filipino, and got pregnant by a person who was not her husband or not married to her. And I think that person was maybe married to somebody else. Like it was just a different situation. And her parents told her that she could not come home if she had the baby. So they made her put her up for adoption. So she was in this, I guess, adoption agency or foster home or orphanage or something like that. And Mom decided to come back and get her, right? Bio mom decided to come back and get her. Well, something happened and they told her that she had been adopted. She hadn't been adopted.
Oh my gosh.
So bio mom tried to come back and get her. Then, still in the process, bio dad decides with his other wife, girlfriend, whatever she was, that they want to get her. Well, the judge won't let him, for whatever reason, adopt her. So she was adopted by who she calls her parents now, who live with her on her farm. And she said, even knowing that both of those parents, my biological parents, tried to come get me and were told no, I still feel like I was raised by the people who were supposed to raise me. And I know that is not always the case, but it was so nice to hear a positive side from an adult who has been adopted.
I love that.
It's good sometimes. And again, I get that not every adoption story is good. It's not glamorous. It shouldn't be glorified, like all of those things. But adoption is necessary. It absolutely is, particularly with like my older two's story, whose mother just cannot. I mean, she can't even take care of herself. She's not mentally capable of doing it. To be 100% honest, my children would be dead if they were with her. There's no way around it. So there are situations where all the resources in the world would not equip that parent to parent a child in a way that would make them successful or alive. Anyway, so if you're an adopted person, and you are willing to share your experience in a good way, thank you. Thank you so much. If you are an adoptive person and you've had a bad experience, I'm sorry. I'm praying for you. And I feel for you. And I kind of want to know if you're an adoptive person who has had a good experience, has a great relationship with your family, and I want to know what your family did to make you feel included, why you think it was such a successful pairing, and those sorts of things. Let me know. You don't have to do it here. You can email me, hello@oakandlame.com. I don't want any hate mail, guys. That's not what this is about. We are not about that here on this channel. I think just like bad adoption stories, there are bad biological stories too. I mean, there are all kinds of children who stayed with their biological families, and they've ended up just as torn up and mentally abused and all of that. So I think there's good and bad in both scenarios, obviously. And yeah, just let me know. Let me know what your families did and how you have coped, how you have processed. I want to know. Anyway, Dawn Power Wash.
Anyway, Dawn Power Wash.
Yeah.
Did your friends and family enjoy the 6 dozen cupcakes you made last weekend? 6 dozen cupcakes. I'm making 2 dozen this weekend.
For what?
Mom's birthday.
Oh, I forgot it's her birthday because it's also my anniversary.
Yes, you all share a celebration.
Day.
Well, you and Wayne, will that be 14 years?
17.
14 years.
17.
Is it your marriage anniversary or your dating anniversary?
Marriage is 17. It's
Huh?
Our marriage anniversary at 17. In April, we've been together 19 years.
What?
Mm.
17 years?
2007, we got married in 2007. Started dating in 05.
What the crap, Becca?
I know.
My gosh.
I'm going to read your comments. Because I feel
Wow.
like there's some gold here.
I'm going to read your comment.
Hey, Emily, I don't have any of these crafting supplies yet, but I love watching your videos and watching your craft. I never understood why my kids loved watching YouTubers open toys or whatever. Now, Emily, here's the thing. We also enjoy a good craft haul or craft supply haul. So you know how your kids watch those people open up weird toys? We kind of do that with craft supplies.
Love it.
Yeah. I have a question for Fred. Do you know anything about the We Create laser cutter? I've been seeing it and it looks friendlier than the GoForge and a lot cheaper. Need your opinion. Opinion. Oh, good, Fred. I didn't know if it was on here. We have a similar situation. A lot of times when one twin passes away, the parent choose not to tell the surviving one. My oldest daughter was a twin. We've always talked about her brother. Oh my goodness. I would want to know that. I mean, I'm a twin. I would want to know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love your honest stories and topics of conversations on here. I hope others appreciate the candor. I hope so too, Kat. Like, I know it's not for everybody, but we're not for everybody, and I'm fine with that. I don't want to be for everybody.
Same.
I was adopted. I always thought I was lucky because my daddy chose to be my father. Paula, and she said the same thing. She said they always told me that I was chosen. And we've always done it with our kids. We've always told them they have worth. We've always told them that we were chosen. And they've always known that I wanted them so much that I prayed and begged God for them and that he gave me the most perfect babies for me. And so, I don't know. I just hope they feel loved enough.
Oh my gosh,
But I feel
Becca.
like everybody feels like that. Even like you, I know you want Charlie to feel that way too, and he's not adopted, so it's just a mom thing, I think.
The Lord ingrains it in us. Ingrains it in us, you know? I mean, that's just how,
Yeah.
when you become a mother, you become fearful that you're never doing enough right.
Oh, absolutely.
That's just the way it goes.
Absolutely.
Especially being, like, divorced parents, especially.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm yanking Charlie over here with me, and then, you know, on the weekends he'll stay at his at Charlie's grandmother's house, James's mom, and James will see him and, you know, whatnot. And then, you know, we'll go about our week after I get him back, and Charlie, he'll ask about his daddy, you know, he'll because he's almost 2, so he's, you know,
Yeah.
the people in his life, and I wonder and I fear all the time in his little head what he's thinking.
Yeah.
You know, would he rather be there? Would he?
Yeah.
You know, is he missing
Especially
him?
because he can't tell you at
Yeah.
this point. Yeah.
And it breaks my. I don't ever want the kid to feel like he's missing a single thing in life.
Right.
You know, especially his dad. You know, if it makes me quite like I know that the chips fell in the right place and you know everything was planned by God.
You
and
want to make sure that you're playing that out in a way that is
absolutely,
healthy for him.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, especially with him being so little, it's like I have to advocate more for him because he can't for himself. So, it's just the older he gets, the more difficult it is getting though, because while this will be the life that he knows and he won't, in my opinion, thank God that he won't remember how life used to be.
Right.
It's
right.
still, you know. But then you're perfect. Let's just say you're a perfect family, okay? Biological children, mom and dad live together. Everything's great.
Yeah.
Mothers are still going to find something to worry and to fear about.
Oh,
That's just the way it is.
Absolutely.
I feel like if you think your life is perfect as a parent, then you're doing it wrong.
That's true. Tracy, my situation is weird because my daughter is biologically mine, but my husband adopted her. She told me once that she hit the jackpot when it came to her adopted daddy.
Aww.
I love that. Also, I have an awesome stepdad. He wasn't about to legally adopt me and my sister, but he stepped up when my bio dad ditched us and left my mom. I love that. A man that will just step up, or a woman that will just step up and do that. I think it's incredible. I love that. He's been with her since that day she was born. She's 28 now, and it's a total daddy's girl. I swear she's just like him, too. Isn't it so interesting how the kids... Because Fallon she is my clone. It is alarming. It's also eye-opening. How much she is like me. And I'm like, that's not genetic, obviously.
Right.
It's God, and it's...
Well, I was about to say, I mean,
Yeah.
the Bible says it's who you surround yourself with, you know. I know for a 100% fact I am a much better person from being able to see Becca several times a week. And that's the God's honest truth. Who you're around affects you and your heart and your morals and your value. It is. So surrounding yourself with people who love you and who love your kids and who would jump in front of a train for you and support you and tell you when you're doing something wrong and, you know, pick you up when you're down. That matters so much. Just like raising kids.
Your posse? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've seen the thing that said your friend group is so important.
Yeah.
After all, Lazarus was raised from the dead because of his friend's faith.
Oh, that gave me chills.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And you're supposed to pray with those, or rejoice with those who are rejoicing and mourn with those who mourn. And if you don't have a friend group who will do that with you, what are you doing, right?
But just like kids, you bring them in. And I think that inadvertently and unintentionally, subconsciously, I have mimicked traits of yours. I didn't know I was doing it.
Absolutely.
But I just start mimicking things of you. You'll do that towards me.
Yes.
I do that to Jason.
Yeah.
I do that to
You don't
Mom.
talk like you used to.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. But see, did I wake up one day and I was like, I'm not going to talk like it. No. It just happens just like Fallow was like this fierce, God-fearing woman that is my mother. I'm going to be like her. She did not mean to do that.
No, she had
didn't.
no idea.
But that girl is going to be the president one day.
Fred said, the great thing is I love my adopted nieces and nephews just like they are my bio nieces and nephews, even though one of them, the adopted one of them, said she was going to shank me. And I can just let you know that that was my daughter, because that's also something I would say.
Shank.
Case in point.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Throat punch, shank. I've heard that a lot. Throat punch.
Yeah.
It's been a good one.
Also, I say farts a lot because I'm being 100% transparent.
Yeah.
I love Jesus, but the F word is one of my favorite words. Now, I'm not going to say it in front of you if I don't know you, and I'm very selective about it. But it is one of my
We
favorite
cuss respectfully.
words. And instead of saying that, sometimes I will say farts. And I was watching a movie, and they said that when they could have said the F word, and I was like, this is gold. It is gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're with your people.
Canavilla Zane. She said, this is why I wish
no
we lived in
weirdness.
Tennessee near you guys. I feel an unexplainable pull to you all. No weirdness. No, I feel
No
like, I mean,
weirdness.
God just ties people together and melds people together. And I 100% believe that you were put in our life because of the connection. I mean, because of God. It was not, it's not a random by chance. Like, it was intentional.
Oh my gosh. Every day I think about how mad I was at Tanner Bell for not letting me meet the coworker who I'm going to see every single day. And it was friggin' Becca. Okay? And he's like, you're going to love her. It's fine. You're just going to love her. I'm like, Tanner, I'm going to see her every day. You couldn't even let me meet her or shake her hand or anything like that. And when I tell you right now that I would be lost without Becca Oaks in my life, go back even, I mean, to Anna and to Tasha and Casey who takes care of my baby. And I mean, to Jason, to this, oh my God.
Who you're with matters. It's insane.
And then to go back even further and say, I don't know. And I'm sorry. Listen, you guys know how we believe here. I'm just going to say, if you don't believe in God, how? How? You look at the sunrises and the sunsets, and you just look at nature and the people who surround you, and I don't know how. I don't know how. I mean, everything is so meticulously put together. It's incredible.
Fred's butt hurt because you didn't mention him.
And Fred. This baby's mad at me.
I'm planning a trip to Arkansas in June. I need to make a stop to visit with you all. That would be so fun. Where are you coming from?
Arkansas.
She's going to Arkansas.
Arkansas. What are you mad for?
The baby?
You were so happy.
Was he giving you smiles?
What happened? Oh.
God, you all can pray with me. I haven't even told you this.
I haven't seen you.
His worker, FSW,
Yeah.
called me and said that, so in the state of Tennessee with adoptions, it's generally the child has to be in your home for 6 months before the adoption can be finalized, right? Well, in the last, I think it was last year, the last 18 months, our state representative or governor or whoever does all of that, it's the governor, not the representative, helped pass a law that makes that 3 to 6 months. So if a judge sees fit, then adoption can be switched down to 3 months. And they're wanting his adoption to be finalized in March, which would make it next month. So expedited. The problem is that as of right now, this child does not have a birth certificate. He does not exist in the system. He does not have a social security number, does not have insurance and all those things. And we need those things in order to finish paperwork, in order to finish adoption. So just be praying with us that all of that is expedited. If he's not adopted in March, it's not a big deal. It will be toward the end of June. I'm not worried about it, but I've been calling and doing all of the things, and it's just a headache. It's not the end of the world by any means at all. But it would just be nice if it kind of fell together like everything else has. So just be praying for that with us.
Absolutely.
Anywho, thank you all for being here. Thank you for staying after for a little chatty chat.
We know this is most of your guys' favorite part.
That's our favorite part. Come back on Thursday. We will be live. I don't know if it's Rachel or Anna.
One of them.
Could be me. I don't know. Probably not. I'm probably
you don't want to see that redhead twice.
No,
Come
not
on.
twice.
That's too much.
But have a fantastic day. Post your power wash bottles because I know I'm not the only one who thinks this is hideous. See you all later.